says, again, Alav Shalom. The Gemara says in Masechet Makot, just like we know there's halacha, every time the Torah comes out, you have to stand up for it. How foolish are those, says the Gemara, who stand up for the Torah but don't stand up for the Torah scholar. This is a living Torah. He absorbed the Torah in his bones. He became a pillar of the world. He keeps all the creation in existence. How careful we must be to honor him. You know, people give honor to doctors. People give honor to professionals. People have to give honors to the professionals of the Torah as well. As we know, the disciples of Rabbi Eliezer Gadol, they called him the living Torah scroll. When he was sick, they came to visit him, and they cried. This is if we would see a Torah scroll on the floor, Chas v'Shalom ripped, Chas v'Shalom in bad condition, it would bother us. We would try to do something about it. So if we see a Torah scroll like that, also it should bother us. We would also have to look at it as a Torah scroll. Why is Rabbi Eliezer Hagadol called Rabbi Eliezer Hagadol? Hagadol means the great one. What is this reasoning? What is this meaning behind his name? So we know that his name was really Rabbi Eliezer ben Hyrcanus, and his father originally was owner of many fields, and he wanted all his sons to take care of his fields and be businessmen. So, age 28, Eliezer heard a musar from somewhere, and he got a big chizuk. He wanted to chozer b'tshuva. He wanted to go and learn. So he starts sitting on the field, and he's like, "What am I doing with my life? I want to learn. I want to be religious, and I'm here slaving away on these rocks." He starts crying. So all of a sudden, his father comes to him. He says, "Listen, what? This labor is too hard for you. Maybe I'll give you an easier field without all these rocks." He's like, "No, I want to learn Torah. What do you mean?" He's like, "You're being unreasonable. What is this? I also want to sit, have a good life, read books, and sip tea." And I also want to, read, have that life. But you got to work. This is what life's about. Nada robota. So he said, and we know that a lot of kids, till this day, they still have this struggle. They said to their father, "I want to go to yeshiva." Kakoi yeshiva, 18 years old, I was working, I have my own car, what I had when I was your age. What is this? I have to pay tuition, Risha, for you to go to yeshiva. You're already this age, embarrassment. So, Eliezer ben Hyrcanus or Eliezer Gadol went through the same thing, like a lot of people. But he wasn't just 18; he was 28. He was way older. And what? And he said he started to cry, kept crying, and he had a wonderful life. He was the son of a millionaire. He could have anything he wanted, and still he says, "I want to learn. I want to be religious." So Eliyahu Navi, Hashem sent Eliyahu Navi to come to speak to him. Told him, "Don't cry. I recommend you go to this yeshiva." And where did he send him? He sent him to Yocham and Zakai's yeshiva. Ended up being, he met him. Do you know Shema? Do you know Birkat HaMazon? Do you know anything? No, he didn't know nothing from nothing. The total Amaretz. He started learning with him 2 halachot a day. Eventually, Hyrcanus visited Yerushalayim one day to be able to go and and participate in some big event that they were having there, and all the famous people were participating. And one of the grand speakers was his son, and he didn't even realize. He's heard him speak. He said, "Wow, I never heard anybody say such beautiful drash, such beautiful speeches." He bumped the person next to him and said, "Listen, who's this amazing speaker?" He's a new rabbi. I never see this person. He says, "Yeah, his name is Eliezer ben Hyrcanus." And he turned white. He says, "This is my son. Unbelievable." And even though he made a vow previously because he thought his son fell off the path, and his brother said, "Oh, look at him. He went to go learn, and he's just going to mooch off your money after you die." He said, "No, I vow he'll never get any of my inheritance." Even though he made that vow, later when he saw his son, how great he became, he made a vow, he changed his vow, and he made it that only his son who's learning will get, and everybody else will have to get through him, will have to get permission through him. So you see how a lot of people may go through the same story, but his Mesirat Nefesh, his dedication and his pushing himself to the edge is what made him have the status of Eliezer Hagadol. I went through the same thing myself. Many years ago, I went through the same similar experience. I wanted to be a doctor when I was growing up, and I told my rabbi, "I'm going to be in yeshiva 1 year, and that's it, and I'm going to leave." And he said to me, "Listen, why do you want to be a doctor?" I said, "I want to help people." He says, "You really want to help people? You're going to go and become a rabbi." He said, "We need more Sephardic rabbis." He said, "You're going to help people better than you are a doctor. Doctor's going to help random people, maybe yeah, maybe not. And you're gonna help people in the root, spiritually. You're going to help your people, your community." I said, I'm going to think about it. You're right. He says, you know why you want to be a doctor? Is because you want money. Don't lie to me. Don't beat around the bush. And I said, I'm going to think about it. And it was like a seed planted in my brain, growing on me. And I got up and I told my family, I'm not doing this. I'm going to stay in yeshiva another year. Some people were naysayers. People wish to be you. People wish to have this situation, and you're throwing all away. What's wrong with you? You have to pay money to go to another year yeshiva. You're at this age. It's embarrassing. People are supposed to make money already. People are already supposed to building their career already, and you're in this. What's going to come from you? Don't come to me when you're going to be begging for pennies. Don't come to me when you're a batbach. You did it to yourself. And what? And in the end, it was all letova, all for the best. And we're very happy we made that decision. We believe a lot of success in our life came because we made that Mesirat Nefesh. We jumped in the water, didn't know what's going to come out, but we had trust in Hashem, and Hashem never let us sink, never let us drown. He always held us up because we're holding on to the pillar of the Torah. It's Hayim Hi Lam Hazikim Ba. It's the tree of life for those who support it. So therefore, we have to know that this Mesirat Nefesh that we have for the Torah, that whenever we see a Torah sage, in general, they gave a lot of their Mesirat Nefesh, they gave a lot of their life over to the Torah. That how much greatness and how much kavod that deserves. So therefore, a person has to make sure that he gets up when the Torah scholar passes by, because he is literally a Torah scroll that was Mesirat Nefesh was done for, that was brought into his life, that he overcame challenges and obstacles to be able to keep this Torah, to be able to bring this Torah to life and to bring this Torah to others. How much more kavod this deserves? How much more we should go out of our way to do this? So therefore, a person has to ask himself, where in my life can I do the same Mesirat Nefesh and make myself a walking Torah scroll as well? Baruch Hu.